Hey everybody, Mandus Buckle here with Maximum Muscle Report. We're at the 2019 Puerto Rico Pro alongside a living legend. We have the pleasure of having the eight-time, just casual, eight-time Miss Olympia, Miss Lenda Murray. Lenda, it's always a pleasure seeing you, and thank you for joining us.
Yes, glad to be here in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico, it is gorgeous here, and we just finished day one. This house was rocking.
Yes.
I'm sweating a little.
Yeah, it was rocking, after Maria. And it's just like a spectacular event. Everybody showed up. Great athletes. I think double the athletes than from what I remember before Maria.
Yes, absolutely. And this place is a paradise. The way this place is set up, you come compete, you can vacation, the ocean, the beach, the water. I mean, it's everything you have. But let's talk about what happened on stage tonight.
Let's get down to business.
Wow. Bodybuilding.
Shocker. Yeah.
A shocker. So after prejudging, I think we pretty much all had Kim Buck in a winner's circle. Jessica Martin looked fantastic.
Yes, she did.
We figured she was going to end up second. Sylvia Mata was third. She's very complete, but maybe missed her mark just a little bit.
Yes,
When we came back for the night show, 1 and 2 were flip-flopped.
Yes. 1 and 2 flip-flopped. And, I sat in the audience at prejudging, so I watched prejudging from beginning to end. I definitely had Kim Buck first. And one also... the winner, she's brand new. Like, this is her first time competing on the bodybuilding stage. So that's impressive that she won. Congratulations to Jessica Martin on taking first place. But I did have Kim Buck in first in the morning. I was standing on stage to hand out the awards.
Thinking you were handing it to Kim Buck?
Yes, because I had the first place, and I truly did think that. But congratulations to Jessica.
This is the sport. Sometimes we think we know, and it is a panel of judges, and they make the ultimate decision. Kim's a fantastic competitor. Kim, we look forward to seeing you again.
Yes.
You belong in Phoenix. We will see you at the Rising Phoenix, no matter how you have to get there.
We will see her at the Rising Phoenix.
Absolutely.
Believe me, she. That's the one thing about Kim. She's a great champion. She has great sportsmanship, and so no question, she's all good. And see you at the Rising Phoenix.
Absolutely. Let's move on to women's physique. This is very interesting. First and second, Margarita was first. Razor sharp. Conditioning was out of this world, but not too much. She wasn't over the top.
Yeah.
Rashana Boswell out of Chicago took second. Linda, you and I talked about Rashana last year. Yeah. You recommended her moving to bodybuilding. I came to you after prejudging. I said, is it just me, or first and second in women's physique could have been first and second or first and third in women's bodybuilding?
Absolutely. I agree 100%. And, the two, they look fabulous, and their physiques just amazing. But Roshana, I had a conversation with her, and I was just I got straight to the point and told her, I said, listen, let's be real. And I said this, on the Olympia stage in physique, do you think that you can walk away as Miss Olympia, the Miss Olympia physique champion? I mean, based on, it's such a fine line. I mean, she's a lot bigger as far as her level of muscularity, her size, and the fact that she's not as lean as the winner. She's not, so for her to win, she'd have to be leaner. And then to me, if she gets leaner, you're definitely a female bodybuilder.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen to your physique. That's what I know. That's what I see. And so I said, come on over. Join us.
I had a conversation with Shauna as well, and she's from Chicago, so we know her very well. And her coach and her mentor, Larissa Bonneville, I have a feeling they're going to take the advice of the 8-time Olympia champion.
Yeah, I talked to
and
her
make
and
the move.
coach.
Yes.
Yeah, I had an honest conversation, and I said, I was glad to have that conversation because, I can be
Yeah.
real. Let's be real.
Right. But both of them, fantastic athletes, fantastic showings. First and second here this weekend in women's physique. Margarita was sharp.
Yes,
Wow.
Margarita sharp. And this is not my first time seeing Margarita. Definitely sharp. And I think that really her physique, as far as her structure, it seems like I've seen women placed in the top 5 in women's physique. But she is really razor sharp, and she's at that place where I think she'd be great in bodybuilding, in women's bodybuilding, no question.
Well, guys, it sounds like those of you who aren't sure or borderline, reach out, heed the advice of the 8-time champ. It seems like a lot of you now are borderline, like in men's physique, moving back and forth to classic.
Absolutely.
I have a feeling we're going to see more and more of that in women's physique over to women's bodybuilding. Linda, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. You make our show better, so we thank you.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely.
Love you guys.
We're going to shift gears here now. Linda's got a crowd of people waiting for her to take pictures and enjoy a meal.
I'm gonna go
We've
eat.
got Sarah Lyon coming in now. Sarah, we had a couple other divisions here tonight.
Yes.
Let's start with figure.
Yes, figure was awesome. That top 3. Jessica Reyes Padilha. She walked away as the 2-time now Puerto Rico champion, which was amazing to see. She wore actually the exact same suit that she wore in 2017 when I was here covering that. So congratulations, Jessica. You always look phenomenal. And then the second and third place spot, that was, I think, more of a battle versus the first place. You had Ivana Busiek, who looked great. I'd like to still see her a little bit tighter in the hams and glutes.
Absolutely.
That seems to always be her trouble area.
Yeah.
So hopefully she can, and she did look better tonight in that area, and I think it was more almost of a posing adjustment. So that was great to see. And then you also had Raya Gail. She's out of New York, and she was peeled. She looked great.
She's out of the UK.
I'm sorry, out of the United Kingdom, but we just saw her in New York.
Right.
Excuse
and where
me.
did she place in New York?
I couldn't tell
I
you
think-
off the top
yeah,
of my head.
I
I
think
don't
she-
want to say the wrong placing.
I think she was
but
she was
up
second or
there.
third.
Yeah.
She was third in New York. She was third here. I thought she was second. They
did
flip flopped her and Ivana. Both of them look good. They both have a few things to tighten up moving forward, but a very tough one through. Really,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes. So yeah, you had Shanier Matisse, and she looked great. I'd like to see her back a little bit wider, just so she looks a little bit more balanced from top to bottom. But other than that, her conditioning was awesome, and her stage presence blew everyone else's out of the water.
Yeah.
So that was awesome to see, because you don't see that very commonly with figure. So, and I know I always talk about stage presence, but it matters.
And then rounding out the evening in the classic physique division, that
was
pose
fun.
down, wow, that was a really good time. The entire audience was up on their feet.
Yeah.
The entire place. After prejudging, I think the majority of us had Santi walking away with it, although it was really close. And coming back this evening, Giuseppe from Italy was even sharper than he was this morning. 1 point difference. Giuseppe catches Santi tonight, walks away to champion. Hey, that's what bodybuilding is about, what we
Right.
saw today in that division.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we had talked about. Right after prejudging, I was like, oh, Santi, easy, walked away with it. But then tonight, right when he was doing his posing routine, I leaned back and I mentioned to Johnny, and I said, oh, he is just not as sharp as he was this morning.
right.
And sure enough, it bit him in the butt there. So, make sure during prejudging, in the in-between period of prejudging and finals, you have to stay on point. You have to make sure that you're still getting better, whether you think it's in the bag or not.
Right, those adjustments are crucial. We saw it here tonight. This is only night 1. Day 1 is finally in the books. Tomorrow we have fitness, bikini, open bodybuilding,
It's going to be one hell of a day.
and men's physique. Guys, stay tuned. We're going to have all your coverage here all weekend. Until next time, Sarah Lyon, Mandus Buckle, Maximum Muscle Report. We're out.